East Podcast, WATP.
Kevin wants my attention again really badly because he's been tweeting at me, talking about how he makes more money than me. He even said he wants to compare bank statements, which is a weird, it's like a Ralph-a-mail thing to do, Ethan and Ralph, when I was debating with him on the Dick Show. And he's just like, yeah, how much money do you make? Because I make this. I'm like, I don't know. Wow. I'm not worried about money. I'm doing fine. I'm very content. I'm living my dream. I'm podcasting for a living. I'm doing well. Yeah. I don't care how much money Kevin Brennan is making or anyone else. It doesn't bother me in any single way. And it's funny to see the people on Twitter. You know, people have my back. I appreciate it. And, you know, they're trying to say I make more money. Who cares? Why are you? I'm not concerned about it. I don't think you should be either. This whole thing where they're talking about, and Kevin Brennan even wrote on there because someone wrote to him and said, Carl has more Patreon supporters, more views, more subscribers, you know, going through the list. And Kevin goes, the only thing that matters is money. Well, no, actually, Kevin, the only thing that matters is happiness. And I think I'm winning in that department as well, sir. You seem kind of miserable.
One thing your show has taught me is that, and I'm not sure that these guys would be saying this, but I'll bet these would be the same type of guys who make fun of kids for being so thin-skinned, and this generation's just a bunch of pussies. Yes. And these guys can't. It's this weird baby slap fight shit, and it's crazy the way that some of these people who are supposed to be adults and successful adults to varying degrees just can't interact with other people, can't take criticism, can't have fun with it. And like you said, what bank statements? Seriously? That's what we're going to do? My dad can beat up your dad. I make more money than you. This is crazy.
It's really insane. I don't understand, but I do understand. We haven't been talking about Kevin Brennan as much on this show, and he wants our attention again. So that's really what it comes down to. Because why else you challenge someone to? He's obviously not going to release his bank statements to me.
Just kind of out of the blue.
Yeah, it's so silly. So I don't know. He sees that we get a lot more views. So there's this other thing going on that I could care less about, where everyone's accusing Shuley of buying views and bot traffic to make it look like more people are watching. And Stuttering John is like, yeah. First Kevin Brennan was saying that. So then John saying that Kevin proved that he does that because he wants to believe it. That's how John operates. If he hears something he wants to believe, it must be true. So then someone, I think, wanted to prove a point that buying traffic is, I guess, A, easy to do, but B, you don't have to be the one buying the traffic for it to happen to you. So all this week, Kevin's show has been getting like 10,000 viewers. It's obviously all fake. And so that's just kind of funny because Kevin's just like, they're buying traffic. Look at that. They're buying views. And it's just like, yeah, these are all fake views that you have on your show, Kevin. So good job. And then Stuttering John gets on his show last night and is doing the same thing about Shuley buying traffic. And all of a sudden, John's show has 3,000 live viewers. And John, I have some clips from John's show. I don't want to get into the buying viewer game because I just don't care. It's so stupid. These guys are all complaining about who's buying views and how many views you're buying. Who gives a shit? None of that makes any difference anyway. So
does that do anything? I mean,
no.
If you, okay, all right. No, I didn't understand what the end game was. Like pretending people are watching your show.
It converts to a larger number that you can
do nothing
lord over someone else.
Right, yeah, unless you want to lord it over somebody else. But we're not even talking about big numbers, and I've explained many times. And you got to mention the bank statements. We're not in show business. We're not making $10 million a year here. This is not real money that anybody is making on this.
And also, what does it matter? What does this matter?
But there are YouTubers and Twitch streamers that get hundreds of thousands of live viewers. So if you're talking about, well, this person gets 800, but we got 1,200, and that guy got 2,000, like these are all the same number. It's not, there's really no difference between these numbers. So then it comes down to the super chats and who's making more money, super chatting. And I'll tell you, man, that format is fleeting. It's not going to last forever, but whatever. I'm sure it's doing very well for you. But anyway, so then Stuttering John is watching his viewer count go up, and he realizes that someone's buying views for him. And he's like, look at, I'm not doing it, YouTube. He's always talking to whoever's not watching. I'm not doing this, YouTube. I can't be possibly buying these views right now. It's if you couldn't set something up in advance. It's if you have to be doing it in real time.
Yeah.
And 500 and 300 more and 1,000 more. It's like that, not how that works at all, but
that is one of my favorite things is when he says that he was on the phone with YouTube. Like, Patrick, YouTube, I have a complaint for you.
Yeah.
Listen, Mr. YouTube, I'm not doing this.
Oh, he brings that up a lot. Patreon and YouTube.
Yep. I was on the phone with Patreon.
Yeah.
But we've said this a million times. he's in war right now with both Tukey and Cardiff. He's just struck Cardiff's YouTube page again yesterday. And so he's bringing on a lot of heat for himself. He shouldn't be doing this. He's not going to be able to hang in this. But John always does what would intimidate him. So if he saw that he was getting strikes, he would back down immediately because he doesn't know how to deal with that. And so he likes to threaten people, and he likes to do all this shit that he would obviously be very scared and nervous of. And nobody else is. Tukey is ready to go to court with John. They're laughing about it. They're looking forward to it. Cardiff's ready to go to court. And John is striking things, and he's taking, what he's doing, he's abusing the copyright process on YouTube, which is against the law. So he's actually putting himself in jeopardy the way he's behaving on here.
Who are these podcasts?